Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name's Norma. This is my channel. Today I'm bringing you a new little series called Girl Meets Screen. I talk all things TV shows, movies, things I see on YouTube I want to talk about, whatever. So what better way to start than with On My Block? Now, let's just jump right in. So one thing I didn't get was why we were blaming Caesar for his brother keeping the money. And also, along with that, why we thought that Spooky just kept it to keep it. Like, Spooky has literally always had y'all's backs. The man almost died trying to protect you guys. He's gone above and beyond for all of you. He had that moment with Ruby in earlier season. Like, why do we still think so negatively of Spooky? Like, I don't understand. And everything he did to keep Caesar protected and like just giving him a chance at life. Like, listen, I love Spooky. I love Spooky. Even before reformed Spooky, he always had good intentions with everything he did. So I just fail to understand why we automatically thought that he just like stole the money to go live large. Like, what? Like, he's giving you guys zero reason to believe he would do something like that to you. Also, along with Spooky dying, I feel like the crew should have been a little bit more upset about it. You know, like Monse, Jamal, Ruby. Like, I don't get how we got all these scenes of how they all had a close relationship with Spooky. You know, they all had these moments with him. They all grew to understand. And then we have this scene with Caesar.
Now, you want to know what's not fair? Is that you all complain about my brother and the gang, but as soon as you need him, you come begging. Well, I'm not sitting on my ass while Oscar's out there saving all of yours.
And I'm just like, how did we not learn at that point that it's like, he's right? Like, this dude has always held it down for us. And I feel like that you would have thought that like would have brought them closer, but I guess not. And yeah, that scene was from a previous season, but it needed to be said, included, whatever. Because it, like, he almost died for you guys. Come on. I don't get where the transition of Caesar joining the gang like makes sense, because it's literally like they get him out. He never wanted to be in it in the first place. Like, he's living his best life with his friends. His brother's getting out, and it's like, why did you even like? We couldn't understand why he like inserted himself back in, right? Like, your brother gets jumped out. You know, you could have got jumped. Obviously, later on he finds out Spooky got double jumped out for him, but like, you could have got jumped out with your brother, moved on with your life. Like, I fully do not get him joining the gang again. Like, I just, and being the leader, I guess, like, all these grown men being like, yeah, the high schooler is the logical person to take over. Okay. So I know a lot of people felt like Caesar was the reason Spooky died. I don't think anything that was going on with Caesar had anything to do with him dying. We hear that line that his dad says about the streets having long memory, like, and I don't know, I get the vibe it was either like a prophet or, I don't think it was 19th Street, because the kid, you know, like when he's robbing Caesar or whatever, he says like, I respected your brother, my deal was with your brother. So I feel like they had respect for his brother, because like he hooked them up with the whole Cuchillo situation. And then I feel like anything related to Caesar isn't it, because like with the Santos, like, the Santos was started to be, you know, kind of like a good gang. So I feel like they respect their rules, even that weird bald creepy dude. So I don't think they would have killed Spooky, because it's like they already jumped him out, like he's living his life, so they're chilling. I personally think it was the prophets. That's what I deduced. But hey, just had to put that out there. I don't think it was Caesar's fault. I was talking to my cousin about this, because I was like, I don't understand why Oscar had to die. Like, I don't, and I do, all right? Like, obviously, we all get that it was like, they were trying to get that realistic vibe where it's like, most don't make it out like that way. But come on, it was the last season of a show. Like, at the end of the day, we all know it's a show. Like, we all know what it looks like realistically. Like, give us the happy endings, okay? I don't even get why we needed to kill Abuelita. Like, it's the last season. Abuelita didn't need to die. That shit don't even make sense. Like, we wanted to see Jamal and Abuelita to the end, you know? Like, it was a lot, y'all. Listen, it was too much. But yeah, so, you know, like we were saying that where it's like, it should have been like, it could have been like Spooky got shot but lived. His dad comes back, goes full on like you know, because that, like, how Caesar reacted, right? Like, the dad comes back, reacts how Caesar reacted, and he's like, I'm gonna get these people, and then they get him. You still get the same message, right? Where it's like, you know, being in that life, you never really leave, right? Because you get where dad's, like, super reformed, and then dad comes back and is like, I'm killing your attempted murderers. But anyways, I genuinely feel like that would have still got us the message without taking out my baby, because like I don't get it. And it really truly breaks my heart. Like, I don't get it. No, I'm just kidding. Rest in peace to Spooky, because like, Oscar, baby, we love you, and they did you so dirty. Like, I'm obsessed with Ray's line to Caesar. What is it that, like, Caesar's like, what if they were coming after me? And he's like, hey, your brother was in the life. And what do you say? And the streets got a long memory, or whatever. I love the way he delivers that. Y'all, that tie-tying scene.
Come on. Over. Under.
It had me in tears. It was such an emotional moment, and I just, oh my god, I'm just obsessed with Caesar and Oscar. Like, Caesar was Oscar's world. Like, when his baby mama's like, because I don't know, were they married? I don't know, but when his baby mama's like, the only person he loved more than me was you, like, I was just like, why did he have to die? Oh god, okay, sorry, there's a lot of fake crying in here about Oscar, but that was my baby, okay? Like, he made the show. I don't care what anyone says. In my eyes, he made the show. And now we have to talk about, like, basically the best scene in the whole season, because, you know, like, we got that whole Roller World fiasco that we had going through the seasons, you know, the running theme. Ricky Galindo, bro, when he's like, I'm over here talking it up, we haven't even introduced ourselves, or whatever he says, and he's like, what's your name? Lo Spooky. Caesar. Go somewhere, baby. And then he's like,
Ricky Galindo.
Caesar's face, priceless. Priceless. Comment down below, like, did you, I need to know if anyone saw that coming. Like, if anyone expected that to be Ricky. We need to talk about Spooky's bald cap. That I can remember, there were no bald caps. There were no, like, flashback scenes in the other seasons. So I feel like Spooky could have had hair, right? Like, I don't see why he had to be bald. Especially if you were gonna do such a bad job with the bald cap. I don't know. I didn't need the bald cap. That's all I'm trying to say. Not that that was important, but, like, you know. But those flashback scenes just broke my heart. Especially the first one when he's like getting locked up and like Caesar's like crying and stuff as a little kid. It was just... All right, another thing. Caesar and Oscar's relationship with Ray, I would have loved to see more. I think, and see, we could have gotten like a whole other season out of this. This last season could have been split into two. I don't know why they ended it, but like I would have loved to see more flashbacks of like Oscar and his time, like, you know, at Ricky Galindo's place with his dad and all that. I feel like it was just kind of like they were talking about it, but we didn't get to see it. Like, I would have loved to see moments of him reconnecting with his dad, because when I was looking back, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but when I was looking back, I don't remember seeing anything past when like Oscar, like, his dad's leaving and Oscar's pissed at him. So I was just like, I was trying to remember, you know, like I was like, maybe I'm wrong and I missed something, because like I don't remember Oscar having any more interactions with his dad. So I would have loved to see at least like one scene, you know, like one flashback of like Oscar's time over there and like connecting with his dad. Side note, why was Monse and Caesar cheating so casual? Like, and then Shorty's just sitting at his house and she's like, hey girl, what's up? Yeah, I just got done with your man, what's up? Like, along with Monse, that fight scene was hilarious. It was so funny, like how oblivious they made her seem, and Jasmine's like putting rings on her fingers and stuff. Like, that was gold. And I like how Monse was like, oh, pitting women against each other. But at the same time, like I said, you was too casual about cheating, being the other woman, because Anyways, along with the fight scene, we're moving on to Jasmine. They did my girl dirty. They did my girl dirty. Like, they did and didn't. You know, like, we have this whole, like, storyline for her of finding herself, which I love. I feel like so many high school girls need that, because our focus can be on guys at that age so easily, and it, like, stops you from doing the things you love and, you know, like, exploring things for yourself and not as a couple. So I love that. But then the whole situation with her dad, why? And then that's how they end the show. That's how they end the show. Like, they could have had someone step up, like Ruby's parents and Jamal's, but, you know, like, everyone being like, we'll take turns, like, we'll figure this out. I don't know, give her something. Dang. Like, it was just like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere, it's so sad, it sucks. And Ruby's like, okay, my grandma's in the hospital, bye. Like, which I get, I'm not, like, but then that's it. That's all. That's how it ends with her. So we have Ruby and Latrell. I wish that scene had been multiple scenes. I would have loved to see, like, he sees the letter, then he goes to visit him, and he's like, okay, I'll visit you again. And then we have, like, a parole hearing come up, and Ruby's there as a character witness to say, like, let him parole. And then, like, Latrell goes off to Ricky Galindo's place and is, you know, rehabilitated. Like, dang, like, on my blog, give me like, writers, producers, put me on your next little show as a writer, because I'll kill it. Did y'all hear that? On the spot. That was on the spot. But yeah, I really would have loved to see that storyline extended more, because to me, at least, it felt really random. Like, he finds his letter, he talks to him, and then it's like, peace, and it's like, okay, what was the point of this? Like, what did this conversation do for anyone? Other than give us the whole, you know, like, a lot of these kids don't have a choice but to be in that life. And even if they seem like they want to be, they probably don't. Like, which is important, but still, I would have loved to see it extended to give a bigger message of, like, these kids can be rehabilitated at a young age, you know? Because he's 18, so you're thinking as an adult. But it's just not how it goes. And of course, I need to wrap it up with the ending of the series. It was not enough for me. Now, obviously, I understand, guys. I want to preface with, I understand, or at least I'm guessing, that the point of this was, like, to lay on the realness, like, lay it on thick, you know, of, like, what these communities act, like, how things actually end for these communities, or how things actually go, or whatever. But I would have loved, like, a 4 or 5 years later type of vibe at the end, you know, like, see where everybody ended up. I feel like that's what everyone wanted for these characters, right? Because the whole point was, like, most of the show was them fighting to keep Caesar on the right path. So it's like, and a lot of it was about their paths. Monse with boarding school, with, you know, her stepdad, like, her mom's husband, like, all these different dynamics of paths and things people are choosing to do. And so I would have loved to see, like I said, like, a 4 years later type of, you know, like, they're out of college and, like, what are they up to now? Like, did they all go back home? Are they in different places? Is Monse a best-selling author? Like, I wanted more. Okay, I wanted more, and I didn't get more. There were so many, like, saying but not seeing moments, like, of her talking about him being in the hospital almost dying. Like, I assume she wasn't his nurse. I don't know if they ever mentioned how they met. I don't remember that, but maybe I, like, wasn't paying attention in that moment. And then again, spooky story with Ray, like, more moments. There were just, like I said, there were a lot of saying and not seeing moments where, like, we heard all these interesting tidbits of information where it's like, I would have rather have seen that. Like, a little flashback moment of something, you know? Or I, like, would have liked for them to leave off, to pick up where they left off in season 3. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little on my blog moment. Had a great time talking to you guys. I hope you'll like the video if you did enjoy it. Comment down below your thoughts on Spooky's death. Was it needed or was it not? Because, honey, I don't think it was. I really don't. After, like, when my cousin told me that theory, I was like, you know what? That's, like, the perfect scenario. Like, because you still get, you know, I don't know. I don't think he needed to die. Anyways, I hope you'll subscribe for more Girl Meets Screen. I'm hoping to push these out weekly. So look out for those and my other content here on this channel, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.